First on my list of fantasy series would be Mayfair Witches, a new fantasy series from AMC, which began January 8th. The multi-part project is based on a series of books of the same name by American writer Anne Rice, a novella about the Mayfair family of witches from New Orleans. The main character Rowan Fielding, played by Alexandra Daddario, a neurosurgeon, discovers another unexpected talent. In moments of anger or other strong negative emotions, she is able to cause seizures of blood in the brain of her companions. After Rowan sends several unpleasant men to the other side in this way, Rowan decides to get to the bottom of the nature of these amazing abilities. To find the answers she needs, she must travel to New Orleans, home to a family long patronized by a certain demonic entity.
I'm yours to command.
Your gift is the strongest thing I've ever felt.
The darkness is in her. I fear for us all.
You're special. Can you feel it?
For the first time in my life, I know exactly who I am.
The Last of Us needs no introduction. Today probably only a lazy man hasn't heard of it. On January 15th, HBO launched the first episode, which was a resounding success, and the series was immediately renewed for a second season. It is based on the Naughty Dog game of the same name. A couple of hours after the release of the pilot, Twitter was flooded with comparisons of scenes from the game and the series, where it is obvious that the authors in some places almost frame-by-frame reproduction of the original. Fans of the game were ecstatic. The events of the original The Last of Us are set in the world after the apocalypse caused by the fungus cordyceps. It begins to infect people, after which they lose control of themselves, and then begin to grow layers of the fungus, lose their vision, and so on. In fact, they become the usual zombies, only much more realistic and frightening due to the unusual design and heartbreaking sounds. The main events unfold 20 years after the event. The main character is a smuggler Joel, who has to pass through all United States of America to deliver the teenager Ellie safe and sound. Humanity needs her because she is immune to the infection. In the process, the heroes will go through an incredibly harsh journey and become a real family to each other. If you haven't started watching this series yet, I highly recommend you start now. It's love at first sight. The new Supernatural series, Wolfpack, premiered on Paramount Plus on Thursday, January 26, 2023. The show tells the story of a teenage boy and girl whose lives take a shocking turn after the arrival of a creepy supernatural creature. The series is based on the book of the same name by acclaimed author Edo Van Belkom, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar and Rodrigo Santoro. Wolfpack is directed by acclaimed television writer and producer Jeff Davis. Wounded in chaos, a boy and a girl are inexplicably drawn to each other and to two other teenagers who were adopted by a park ranger 16 years ago, after another mysterious forest fire. As the full moon rises, all four teens come together to unravel the secret that binds them, the werewolf bite and blood. The series has already started, and have you watched the first episode? From February 1st you can start enjoying the new scientific series, The Ark. The plot unfolds in the distant future. Humanity is forced to send missions to colonize distant planets in order to preserve the human race. The first of these missions, sent on an intergalactic ship, the Ark, encounters serious problems. The mission is still a year away, some crew members and colonists have died, and the ship has been severely damaged. And now the survivors must do all they can to complete the mission safely. The plot is very hackneyed, reminiscent of the movie Passengers. Well, and of course, the series The 100, commissioned by the American TV channel CW. I, of course, will watch it because I love Fantastic, don't you?
I've got to be honest, I really thought traveling faster than the speed of light was going to be a little more fun.
Let's crank it up.
Every single person matters.
We're in a war for survival. Not everyone is going to make it.
If you're a Star Wars fan, There are a lot of premieres expected this year for you. Today we're going to talk about the sci-fi series, The Mandalorian, which has captivated viewers from all over the world. Very soon Din Djarin and Grogu will return to television screens. The third season of the series, The Mandalorian, is scheduled to premiere on March 1st. The sequel will be divided into 8 episodes. Timing of each episode will be about 50 minutes. The plot of Mandalorian is not related to the classic trilogy of Star Wars. You can watch the series even without knowing the original. The protagonist of Mandalorian is a lone bounty hunter, Din Djarin. Fate brings him together with little Grogu. From this begins the journey of the comrades across the galaxy. In the third season, Din and Grogu reunite to continue their journey. Their route now takes them to the planet Mandalore. The third season promises to expand the scope of the narrative. In addition to familiar characters, viewers will see new characters. Grogu and Djarin will meet former allies, make enemies and travel through hyperspace. They will also become much more capable. This is clear from the trailer, in which Grogu defeats a monkey lizard with the Force.
All right, kid. Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
A new series from the Marvel Universe launches this spring on Disney+.
What do you mean, how much do I know about it?
Secret Invasion is based on scenes after the credits of Spider-Man, Far From Home and the WandaVision series. The plot should tell the story of the Squirrels, a race that debuted in Captain Marvel. These space creatures are capable of changing their appearance and impersonating people in leadership positions. The series is expected to tie in with the upcoming Captain Marvel sequel, Marvels, which will hit theaters this July.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us. This is just the beginning.
This is my war alone. And I'm the last person standing between them and what they really want.
And what is that?
Next on my list of fantasy series of 2023 is Gen V, a spin-off of the popular American TV series, The Boys, based on the comic book series of the same name, which was published by DC Comics and Dynamite Entertainment. The comics were written by writer Garth Ennis and illustrator Derek Robertson. The action is set at America's only superhero university, which is run by Vought International Corporation. Students at the institution battle each other to be among the best superheroes and gain worldwide fame. Opposing the superheroes are members of the underground group, The Boys, who follow them and try to expose their corporation.
Where did you find that kind of courage? I'm superhuman, right? We're made of steel.
Love, Death and Robots also needs no introduction. It is the coolest animated anthology series commissioned by the streaming service Netflix. If you haven't seen it yet, start now. There's no official trailer yet, but you can stream the first 3 volumes of Love, Death and Robots right now. Volume 4 is currently trudging its way through a bleak mechanical wasteland, but it'll be here eventually. Love, Death, and Robots is an anthology of cartoons of different genres, formats, and styles. The unrelated episodes range in length from 5 to 15 minutes and touch on a wide variety of topics. Racism, wars, civil liberties, garbage monsters, alien spiders, bloodthirsty demons from hell, cyborg bounty hunters, and many other issues. Phenomena and characters will be at the center of the story. Very exciting. I advise you not to miss it.
Chaos of human expansion.
The fuck is that? Evolution is forcing the animal kingdom to adapt, etc., etc.
What exactly is a tech millionaire?
It's a lot like a regular millionaire, but with a hoodie and crippling social anxiety.
Should we shoot it?
Fuck yes, Coots, let's shoot it.
They were mean to robots and then robots killed them.
Loki is the third series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was created for Disney Plus by Michael Waldron. The first season premiered on June 9, 2021. Since its premiere, the series has received universal acclaim from critics and viewers alike, receiving praise for the character of Loki as one of the most complex characters in the MCU. According to Parrot Analytics, Loki is 89.9 times more popular than any other average series. Compared to Game of Thrones, for example, which was heavily promoted by HBO in the spring and early summer, Loki is ahead by 29%. In both the first and second seasons, we can expect to see multiple variants of Loki, who portray the kid, the braggart and classic Loki. The first two may return, while Grant's future remains uncertain since the character was killed off in season 1. We can speculate endlessly here, so let's wait for the new season.